Hey, this is Mike with TabSite. I'm going to go through the form and survey app for you today just to give you a little guidance on how you would set one up. So when you come into the TabSite Manager, any apps that you have already created would be in the My Apps area. If you want to add a new app, you can simply click that Add App button, which takes you over to the Add App area, and then you would scroll through to find the app that you want. So in this case, if I wanted the form and survey app, I would click here, and every app that's here, you can click on the information area to read more about it and add it. Now, I've already got one in my manager, so I'm going to flip back over and go to that one. First things I want to note is that on any app, there is a lot of tools in the drop-down area that's particularly useful after you have created the app. This is where you can get quick access to get your smart URL, which makes it mobile friendly on Facebook. So if you're going to share an app and you want to have that tab app on Facebook, then you want to use the smart URL when you post that to your news feed, post it on Twitter, post it in your email, because that allows mobile users and desktop users to access that because it's not natively there. A lot of other things, you can get the embed code to add the app to your website because you can run a contest and have it on Facebook and your website. Any of the apps can be embedded on your website. Add fan page, remove to fan page. This is an important tool that's separate from the content publishing. So if you want to publish the content live, you publish it here. But to add it to the fan page, we'd lead you through that process, but you go to the add fan page there. So let's go into the app, form and survey, and see the features that are involved here. So as you enter in, the left side is all the options that are available to you, and the first section, App Builder, is open. You would name the form or survey, and this is just for your benefit. This is going to be an internal use only, and if you want email submissions so that you get a copy of every entry when it's submitted, you can put in an email address there. And then, so we move on to the next step. This is where you set up the form and the instructions. You have multiple layouts here of the way you want your form to appear on the page on the app tab. I have chosen one where there's an image on the top, text and form. You can have the two boxes up above there if you wanted. You can have the form and survey layout simply like this. You can have no image, and you can just have the form if you want. So I had all those involved there, and I had the image at the top. So if I wanted to change orders of these the way they were going to show, I can simply switch them around. When it highlights in blue, that means it's taken effect. Then down below is where I would set the options for all my details. So I'm on the form one now, and by default for the form we give you to start off with first name, last name, and email address, which are the most common ones. So you can change orders always by using the drag pad right there if you wanted to do that. So I'm going to move them back. If I wanted to add any new fields, I can simply do that in this drop down. So I have name, email address, address, mailing address, a text field, text area, which would be a little larger area for more comments rather than just a field. I can add radio buttons to create a survey where they're going to need to check things, or I can create check boxes where they can select multiple items, or have a drop-down menu. So let's just take a look at one of these, and if I do radio buttons, it's going to add that in there. Let me just scroll down so we can see this good. All right. And let me dig into this. All right, so I need to select an option, so I'm going to go into edit this one for the radio buttons. Field name, what do I want to call this? Make a selection from options shown is what I'm going to put in there. And then I have options. Do I want them to be required? Do I want to display it to the public? If you want the field entered to display with a submission. So if submissions are going to be visible, you can do that. Or if you want them only to be visible to me as a page admin. And now I'm going to set them up. So let's say I want blue, red, and green as my options. So I have gotten all those options there. Now, I can also, since I'm in the radio button, I could convert it to checkboxes or a drop down if I wanted to. That's just an option to make it easy for you. And then I push save. So this is my selections. Make a selection of options shown: red, blue, and green. My submit button is going to say submit. So those are the details there. Then, if I wanted to change anything in my first name and last name, I can always go to that pencil icon and check it. And this is a good place to be aware of, because you might want to not have it required or have it be required. This is where you can set that. And the field width, what that means is that the width of the field in the display area. So if I change that to 250, my fields are going to get wider. Okay, see how those got wider there? And it's going to bring them all up to 250 pixel width. Following that, I can set all the other areas. So if I want to do my text area, this is where I would enter in any text that I want to display, and the image area. So I wanted to load an image. Now, again, one of the key features that we have integrated recently is the option to use either any image you want to load. You can drag it there. Any image you've loaded previously, this is your image library on TabSite, or the ability to use Canva. So you click that, Canva opens up. Canva's already got some templates to use at 810 by 610 pixels wide, and you would use your Canva account to do that right here. You'd publish it, and it'll change your image there. So I'm not going to go into that. That's another video for another time. You can search TabSite Canva and find that one on our site in the help area. Let's keep going then. So I'm going to the form options. What do I want to do with my form? So do I want to have a max number of submissions? 0 is for unlimited, because maybe sometimes you want people to enter just once. All right, so you could limit that to 1, and it's going to check it by email address. And this is the option that limits submissions by email address. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. So limit is the number of submissions allowed overall. So if I wanted this to be limited to the first 50 people that entered, I would put 50 in here. The second option here is limit submissions by email, which is how many times can a certain email address enter. So if you say 1, that person can enter only once. And then what's it going to tell them? Submission limit is reached. You can customize that text. And for all those spam compliances to build your email list, you can add this newsletter checkbox. And yes, add me to your email list. That's what would display. They're doing that, and then you give them details on that. But that's that opt-in that is so important to grow your email list. Make sure that that is enabled. So you're going through the details then. You can have a thank you message, and it can be ours that we display for you, and or it can be, you can send them to a website, a URL. Okay, so if you're going to have this box checked, that would be what we would provide for you. You can have a text and an image area. So after they submit it, what do you want to tell them? Thank you for providing these things. Or you can supply your own specific URL here so that it would direct them and pull up that page afterwards. If you have opted in that newsletter list link, you probably want to give your privacy policy so that people could click on that and learn about your privacy policy, that you're not going to share their email address, their information, whatever your privacy policy is. You can display that there. Or again, you can link to a URL, such as the privacy policy on your website if you want to. Finally, what do you want to display when max submissions have been reached? You can have a text or an image there. All right, so let's just quickly go down and take a look at the preview. We have a number of previews. You can look at it, what it's going to look like on mobile, web, Facebook, or landing page. I'll just click landing page right here, and it updates the details there. And I can look at the different views. So this is my form. I can look at the max limit. What would it say if they've reached the max limit? Okay, and I can look at the thank you. What happens after a submission? All right. So let's go back to the form and survey. And this is the form that I had put in place here. Here was my image. There's my form on the right. There's my select options that I'd use, the blue, red, and green. Add me to the email list. The submit button there. On the left is the text, what I had entered, and here was my privacy policy link. So that just gives you a quick overview. This is the landing page, and anybody can create a landing page. Or you can add this form to your website. You can add this form to a tab on Facebook, all those details. Now, going on to the other sections, and we just completed the form app. All of these other sections are common to every app. So again, if you want to take a look at the Facebook settings, this kind of guides you through the different pieces that are specific to your Tab app on Facebook. So you would connect it, where do you want to deploy it to, what's the page you want to do it to. The Tab app image, we give you some options there in our library, or again, you can create your own 111 by 74 and go through those details. So that's that area. Promotion tools is what social sharing buttons do you want to have. You can also make a call out. There's post planning options, so if you want to create a post and right away that's going to connect to your tab and publish it, that's available to you here. We have buffer, sendable, and Hootsuite integrations. Or if you want to allow comments on your form tab, app, or landing page, you can also have the comment system involved. There's a number of gates that you can do. So maybe you want to have a like gate so that people have to like your Facebook page before they can have access to it. Again, it would give you access to add a like gate right there, and we also have a form gate. So that might not necessarily come into play here with the form and survey since they're already going to fill that out, but you could have a form gate that they need to enter before they access the rest of the content on the app. And again, these apply to all the apps, so that makes sense perhaps if you are running a Instagram contest, for instance, because on Instagram people are loading via a hashtag on their mobile device, but you want to get their name and email address, so you can go over and click this form gate, create a gate so that they have to enter their name and email address before they get access to the tab. All right. The advanced is just what it says it is. You can do a few more things. There's a header image you can add. You can customize some styles, CSX, or pixel tracking. That's for Facebook ads. If you want to run Facebook ads to people that have visited your Tab app, you can do that by entering pixel tracking code, which then puts a pixel so that you can create a custom audience and target those people with ads afterwards. You can also do the pixel conversion code. This is a great tool. Let me just click on that one, because then this is on the thank you submission page. So only people who have entered your form and submitted it, this Facebook tracking code in the Facebook ads area, you would get this under custom audiences, conversion tracking code. You place that here, people submit it, then you can then target them. That goes directly to Facebook, that information. You can go to your Facebook ad manager and set up an ad to run to those people who submitted it, only the people that submitted it. That's a great way to follow up with people. Perhaps you're going to run a contest or have people enter, and one person's going to get something, but what do you want to do for the other 499 that also entered? Well, you can run a ad to them if you put this pixel tracking code in for those people that entered, and run an ad to them and says, hey, you didn't win, but you can get this offer, something like that. So it's a great way to follow up, have another touch point of connection with people. If English is not the native language, you can customize all the language to whatever you want there by replacing the English with your terms. We give you access to that, all the language options that are there throughout the app. And we have some mobile specific things. What do you want the mobile users to do? Of course, analytics is available. We give you access to the Facebook page views, the web views, the mobile views, the landing page views. Okay, how many times different? Some of these apply to specific apps. How many times was it shared? How many submissions were there? And then the export area. You can export the form gate data and export your form data. So you come in here and click that. It's going to give you a CSV file of all the submissions and all the fields that you had. All right. If you want to customize your landing page, you can do that. We allow you to create a landing page and set up the URL structure that you want. This works great for you. It's a free web page for you to use just by using the app, so you can drive traffic to it. Landing pages are great when you're trying to drive and keep people focused on the specific task involved, like completing this form. And we allow you to set that up, customize the title of it, the background, border color, a few different options that way. And you can also do some pixel tracking on your specific landing pages, track it with Google Analytics. And as well, if you want your form, whatever they submit, to go like directly into MailChimp, we allow you to do the integration with MailChimp right there. And that's a great way to tie into your list. And we have more integrations coming. So that's how you would do it, setting up the form survey app. I'm not going to save this one since I already had it done. I'm just going to discard those changes, and I'm back in the manager area. Once again, if I wanted to publish it, I would publish it by clicking this button. See, these are unpublished. If I wanted to publish them, I would go through, I would get this screen, and do I want to add to a fan page? I would do that here. Do I want to add to my website? I can get that embed code here. Do I want to get the smart URL? I would get that here. So all those three options are there, and once that's done, this is in published state. Okay. Now, if I did need to remove it from the fan page or add it, I can do those items here again. So once again, this was Mike with TabSite talking you through the form and survey app. Hopefully that was helpful for you. Take care.